Hey you guys, and welcome to another book haul video. As you guys know, a book haul every Monday while supplies last. So let's get started, and this is part 2 of my first book closeouts order. So this one should be right after the next Monday, hopefully, that I do this. And we're here to show you the other books. And all I got 17, but I think 2 wasn't even for me. So I'm just gonna cling to the 2 wasn't for me, despite the other 3 orders I made after that and all those books. And you see that I bought at Ollie's and Second and Charles. Oh God, I'm so broke. I was so, well, technically when this goes up I won't be, but I was so broke back then, so broke and devastated. But some books were really cheap at Ollie's. Like seriously, if I ever go to Ollie's again, I'm losing my mind again. I'm just gonna sit that out. I'm just gonna put that out there now. Don't put me buying Ollie's. Ke-sha go cray cray. Okay, now that I said those words, let's get started on book haul. The first one is The End Games by Michael Martins, and this one was obviously a scratch and dent, and it didn't come with the cover, and despite some kind of cuttage up here and stuff like that, it's kind of fine. And this takes place in the zombie apocalypse where this guy and his 5-year-old brother are being taken of by the game master as long as they do what he say, but some things are happening and changing and stuff. And I've heard sort of some good things, but not many things about this, so I'm looking forward to finding it on my own. Probably not going to be able to keep this because it doesn't have a cover, and that irritates me more than a cover being torn. So Geraldine has called dibs. The next book that I have to show you was a scratch and dent one, and it has like a rip up here and stuff. Not too bad, but this is called The Prophecy by Ellen O, and this is the first one in a series, and this is about the greatest warrior in all 7 kingdoms. Is a girl with yellow eyes, and she is the prince's bodyguard, and she's also a demon slayer and an outcast. But anything after murdering kings and stuff, she has to go and run with the prince to kind of like turn him into a king and find out the mysteries of some kind of ruby thing, prophecy things that are going down. So I've heard good things, so I'm looking forward to it. The next book that I have to show you guys is The Demon Mondi Winter by Rod Reese, and I cannot sum up the synopsis, so I'm going to read the inside flap. Welcome to the Demon Mondi, the ultimate in virtual reality, a military training ground and vivid simulated world of cruelty and chaos run by psychopaths, madmen, and fanatics. If you die here, you die in the weird world. In the year 2018, the Demon Mondi is the most sophisticated, complex, and unpredictable computer simulation ever created, devised specifically to train soldiers for the nightmarish reality of urban warfare, a virtual world of internal civic conflict. Its 30 million inhabitants, dupes, are ruled by cyber duplicates by some of history's cruelest tyrants: the fanatical Nazi butcher Reinhard Heydrich, Stalin's arch-executioner Lavichi Berry, the torture-loving Grand Inquisitor Thomas du Tamadaya, the reign of terror's bloodthirsty mastermind Maximilian Rasperia. But something has gone horribly wrong inside the Demon Mondi, and the U.S. president daughter is like stuck inside of there, and apparently the game is blurred with reality or something, and this other girl Nora has to go in and help her, and she's discovering some awful secrets, and it sounds really, really awesome and really, really good. The only thing I was disappointed to learn was that it has a sequel. I can't find a standalone book. That is not even the most disappointing part. The disappointing part, the sequel, isn't in hardcover, so I got this beautiful, beautiful hardcover. And the second one is not going to be in hardcover. It's going to be in paperback, and I was so disappointed by that fact. But I will read it and see if it's worth it. The next one that I got is Partials by Dan Wells, because I figured I have everything else by him, and I've been hearing great things. So I am looking forward to this. And this one is: the human race is all but extinct after a war with partials, engineered organic beings identical to humans. And this is kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. And I've heard good things, and not so good things about it, but I'm looking forward to it because I like Dan Will's writing style, and so this one seems very different from I'm Not a Serial Killer, but yeah, I'm going for it. So the next book that I got is Hamlet by William Shakespeare, and look at that big beast. Now this is the Folgers collection, and this has the fully edited text based on the early printed out versions of the play. So it has a play in its full size. See, it's like really big words, but then it also has like the translations, and also has some essays and stuff like that in here, and just all these kind of things in there. And they said they have illustrations and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to reading this because I want to read Hamlet, because I have this other book that is kind of based on Hamlet, so I wanted to get down to this, even though I know the story of this is when like the king dies, and then the king's twin brother marries the mother of Hamlet, and this all takes place before the play even begins, and then people start seeing his ghost around, and then Hamlet kind of investigates to kind of prove that his uncle did it, and kind of dissolves into madness and craziness, and I can't wait because what? So the next two books I got, all of you guys will know, and I was so happy to get these, and everyone's like, ke-sha, you own them already, but I was like, not in the special edition. And the first one is Twilight by Stephanie Myers, and look at this, it's in its own little box set thing, and it's so pretty, look at that. And then this is how it looks. It has deckled edges, and this is how the cover looks, and it has a ribbon up top, and I believe, bam, it's signed. So I believe it's signed, yeah. But it looks so pretty, you guys. I couldn't resist this, and I want to reread Twilight anyway. I'm probably not gonna use this copy, but so you can probably guess what I got next, but your two next guesses would be wrong, but your fourth one would be right, because then I got Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, because they didn't have the other twos. So I have to find them somewhere. Hopefully they won't be too much. And this is a big beast, and of course it has a rhythm also. It has this. It's so big, and it's signed as well. So there we go. I really love it, and of course it has its own box set as well, and it's so beautiful. So I just need the other two, and I'll be a-okay. And so the last book that I got is Mead by Neil Stevenson. It sadly came damaged in the back. Look at this, and it was not a scratch and dent, so I was kind of really upset about that. And then it has deckled edges and stuff, and as well, I'm going to read the inside flap. This is literally 1,042 pages, and look at the writing. So that's why I have these little things up here, because they go by the day on this one. So I put it for day 1, 2, and 3 so that I can probably start reading it soon. But in 1972, Richard Forrest, the black sheep of Iowa farming clan, fled to the mountains of British Columbia to avoid the draft. A skilled hunting guide, he eventually amassed a fortune by smuggling marijuana across the border between Canada and Idaho. As the years passed, Richard went straight and returned to the States after the U.S. granted amnesty to draft dodgers. He parlayed his wealth into an empire and developed a remote resort in which he lives. He also created Taran, a multi-billion-dollar, massively multiplayer online role-playing game with millions of fans across the world. The Taran's success has also made it a target. Hackers have struck gold by unleashing Remede, a virus that encrypts all of players' electronic files and holds them for ransom. They also have unwittingly triggered a deadly war beyond the boundaries of Game's virtual universe, and Richard is at ground zero. So this is like another virtual reality world kind of thing that I've been getting into sort of lately. Well, I bought a lot. Besides Ready Player One and a couple of other ones that I grew up reading, I haven't read much lately, so hopefully I can get to this. This is a big beast. 1,442 pages. Like, that's gonna be a wow. So that is the end of my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys let me know down below whether you have read any of these books or you enjoyed them, or do you guys buy special editions of things, because I know that I think Susan Cooper's not Susan Cooper, but the one who wrote the Hunger Games, she has special editions of hers as well, and I kind of want to get a special editions of the Hunger Games. So you guys, do you guys buy special editions of things? That's something I want to know. And are you guys interested in these two big beasts of books? Are you guys gonna get them, put them on your wish list, read them? Are you guys interested in any of the stuff? And now I'm off to read some Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether to know